What up, YouTube? CliffBeats, no script, off the rip, coming at you with something a little bit different. All right, so I did BTS Spring Day, right? I was told while I was watching the video, I knew there was something going on that I was missing out on. Everybody in the comment section said, hey, you got to check out what this video is actually about. So we're checking that out. If you're new to my channel, do me a favor, throw me a like, subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe. I got plenty of stuff coming. But yeah, I want to check this out because I knew there was something more going on behind the music video. BTS's songs are written so well that there's messages hidden inside of their own songs. And I could tell, but I didn't know what it was about. And everyone, I guess I was right. So we're about to figure that out. You ready, Fasten your seatbelt? We're going for a ride. It's BTS Spring Day explain time. Let's go, guys. I see you watching. You didn't hit subscribe. I gotcha. Hit the red button. Let's go. This is a music video. It's a tribute to the Sewol Ferry tragedy. Okay, I'm not familiar with what that is, but we'll figure that out. Okay, so I knew something was going on here when I was listening for the train here. Taehyung is, I probably said that wrong, Taehyung is feeling survivor's guilt, the guilt of having survived while his friends have passed. Many people who have lost their loved ones often feel like committing suicide themselves so they can meet the other person in the afterlife. That's very true. It's hard losing someone you love that you're close to. You do have survivor's guilt. Oh, I just got the chills, man. She feels guilty about surviving. I came out of this alive. Why does it say she? She feels guilty about surviving. I came out of this alive, and my friends didn't. Oh, Yang Yong Wong, Sewol survivor from an article by Associated Press. Oh! Jimin even goes back to the sea to reminisce. If I pronounce their names wrong, just forgive me, I'm still learning. I did notice that. Okay, so do you notice all the abandoned suitcase and clothes in the carriage? I did. There's a movie called Snowpiercer, but I thought maybe it had something to do with that, but I had no idea. But all the abandoned luggage would make sense. People are gone. Those abandoned suitcases and clothes represent all the students who went on their field trip with all their belongings but never came back. It is widely known the Korean government has been heavily criticized by the way they handled this tragedy. The media didn't report the full truth. The families kept in the dark about what happened. Most tragically, the captain told the students to stay in their spot instead of evacuating. Oh no. Most of the students drowned while the captain and many crew members evacuated the sinking ship. Okay. In the lyrics of Spring Day, Rapmon mentions Snowpiercer. Snowpiercer is a movie by Korean director I can't say his name, Jun Ho Bang. The movie takes place entirely on a train. This is the movie I've seen. The movie symbolizes human society where people on the front of the train, upper class government, treat the tail of the train, regular people, in an inhumane way. That's what I've seen. So that makes sense. The front of the train being the government mistreating the people taking advantage of them, having them living in poverty while they're living it up. I did not know it was a Korean director, though. That's crazy. I had no idea.
Belong to the front. You belong to the tail. Know your place.
If you've never seen that movie, you need to go see that.
Keep your place.
I believe this references is a criticism to how younger people and ordinary citizens in South Korea are expected to always follow orders, even if it means being oppressed by authorities, just like what happened to the students on the ferry. Oh, man. In the Snowpiercer movie, one guy finally decides to revolt against the injustice. He does. So he sets out towards the front of the train to confront the train owners, the government. Here, Rat Monster is doing the same thing. I got the chills, man. No vacancy sign. Omelas is the name of a fictional town. It's from the book The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas. Okay, synopsis. The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas is the story of utopian society whose survival and happiness depends on the suffering of a child. See, that's what I mean. This is so deep that at first glance, it doesn't matter. You're not going to catch it. I mean, if you're from Korea and you're familiar with everything that happened, probably. But in the U.S., I wouldn't have any idea. In short, it's about how someone's happiness and prosperity means someone else's suffering. There are those who ignore the suffering to stay happy. Ignorance is bliss. Then there are those who walk away from it. Come on. Okay, here Hobie and Sugar represent citizens of Omelas. Omelas is full of people, thus no vacancy. Okay, I've seen that during the video. I have the chills, man. This scene mirrors the scene in Snowpiercer when the main character reaches the middle of the train. He is attacked by people who would not let the rebels through, although it looks like a fun scene, it's actually not. I remember that. And I didn't want to say it because I thought it would sound stupid, but it reminded me of the scene a little bit, but I wasn't sure, so I just didn't say nothing because I wasn't sure. It's crazy that they did that. It's crazy that they had to do it this way because they're so suppressed. See Rat Monster's somber expression. He is trying to confront injustice in the society and the government, but people are bringing him down and literally throwing things at him. Here, Jin represents the one who had passed away. He looks up at all the others who are climbing up, going up, while he is stuck at the bottom, unable to grow up and go up with them. The rusty merry-go-round behind Jungkook represents a loss of childhood. It also says you never walk alone on the Ferris wheel or the merry-go-round because it goes up, man. The next few scenes are basically the survivors of the tragedy going about with their regular lives, like having fun with friends, doing usual growing up stuff, etc. Just the small stuff, piercing your ear, growing up, brushing your teeth, hanging with friends. I was curious about this scene. It just made me realize how close they were, but it represents people, you know what I'm saying, what people do every day with their best friends, their loved ones, their family. Remember I said something about him brushing his, everyone's forgotten a toothbrush and had to brush their teeth with a finger. I had to do it. Maybe I'm the only person, but I mean, that's something I can relate to. They still feel the emptiness of loss. Here, Jim symbolically picks up the shoes of a survivor washed up on shore. Oh, shit. Excuse my language, shit. Okay, this upcoming laundry room scene is very meaningful and important scene. Why? I wanted to know this. I didn't understand this. In my mind, I was thinking cycle and time. That's what I was thinking, but fighting back tears, an 18-year-old boy who spoke for the survivors said, "Grown-ups are constantly telling us to forget and cheer up, but we will remember and recollect our friends, because not forgetting them is what we can do at best. Just as we will remember them, please don't forget them." Isn't that crazy? How grown-ups, I guess I'd be considered a grown-up now, but would tell children to forget your friends. If anything, you should be saying, hey, I get it though, the government was on them, but you gotta say, live it up for your friends, celebrate their memories, celebrate their lives, and spread their name out as much as you can, remember them as much as you can. Oh, shit. Probably should have waited to do this one. I just woke up. Don't forget, it's right there on the dryer. On all the dryers. The mountain pile of clothes represents the victims. Oh, 40-foot tall mound of clothing? Oh, holy shit. It was flanked by an industrial crane. In 2010, an artist named Christian Boltanski held an art installation, a 40-foot tall mountain pile of clothing. Oh, I thought they were saying that's what he just did. Each piece of clothing was deposited on top of the mountain pile, symbolically carrying the souls of those who inhabited the clothes to a higher place. This might have been the inspiration for the clothes pile. Possibility, I wouldn't know. I have no idea, but that makes sense. Why else would there be a big clothes pile that big? All the missing people, though, their clothes are left behind. When you die, your clothes don't go with you. So think about all the empty closets, all the extra stuff that people leave behind when they pass away. That would make sense. As life moves on, the boys realize it's their duty to seek justice. Fuck yeah. Sorry, I'm getting excited now, man. I mean, I don't know. This is so touchy for me because I knew nothing about this. I'm just learning, and to learn about this, it makes me happy that BTS is doing this and they have their army behind them. But it's also sad that this happened and they had to do this in like a hidden message type way. But they still did it. The yellow ribbons behind are similar to the Sewol Ferry yellow ribbon campaign. I never knew about that. Here, Jong Kook finally wakes up and runs in the same path as Rat Monster to seek justice for what happened. See, this even gives me more respect for them as a band. You know, not even as a band, as people in general. Like, I have the chills. Just good young men who want to make amazing music and spread positivity throughout the entire world. And do what's right for people who've been treated wrong. Hey! Oh, man. I literally have the chills. I don't know if you can see it, but everything on my body is standing up right now. When he ran out the door and seeing that he wasn't alone, like he first walks out and he's just like, oh my God, I'm doing this alone, and all of his boys are right there. You're never alone. The train drives by. The scene symbolizes that even if justice is achieved or not achieved, what's done is done. The dead will not come back to life. However, as long as we remember the ones who have died, they will live in our memories. Exactly. We carry on. We carry on their memories, so we got to celebrate the people that we've lost. Always remember them. Always remember them. Keep them in your thoughts. I'm a firm believer in that they know that when we think about them, they know about it. That's what I believe in. Here's John Cook. If I'm pronouncing his names wrong, please forgive me. Striking a match is reminiscent of the scene in Little Match Girl, an old fairy tale, where every time she lights up a match, she sees her loved ones who passed away. In the previous scene, he was alone, but after striking a match, he had everyone around with him. Did you notice a clothes pile outside the train? I didn't until now. The clothes pile outside the train symbolizes how the dead is outside of the world being the train. It is a gloomy sight. It is a gloomy sight. Yeah, they were just tossed aside. And forgotten about. In the Snowpiercer movie, the humans are stuck living inside the train because the world outside is completely frozen. That's true. They realize that. I don't want spoiler alert. They realize at the end that they're stuck inside this train. This is their world now. It represents how many of us are stuck inside a society or government that is oppressive with no way out. And I'm realizing that the more and more I do reaction videos from different countries, that every single country is dealing with something similar with our governments. I'm not saying it's the same. I'm saying, but it's something similar when it comes to oppression. There's always something going on, man. It's a bunch of shady shit. And this is messed up. BTS, sign me up. You have my support until I die. However, one of the characters, a Korean guy, suspects that there is a possibility of life outside the train. I remember that there is a way out of the oppressive system. I can't talk. How did he know? Snowflakes are falling. He's seen the snowflakes were falling. Everyone thought he was crazy in the movie. He saw a snowflake enter the train for the first time in many years. Snowflakes would not be able to form if the temperature is sub-zero. frozen. So he realized that somewhere outside, the Earth is slowly warming up again. There is hope for survival outside. That's dope. Hirschman steps out of the train, out of oppressive system that is society and government that try to downplay the tragedy. He invites us with them. The tree represents hope, a new life, a spring day. Okay, so I said this in the video. It says here, in many cultures, shoes are hung on trees that commemorate the dead. It's the same thing for the South Side. People take their shoes to throw them over wires and stuff like that for people who passed away or for friends. And that's what it also means in a lot of other cultures, I guess, too. I had no idea. Just as we cannot forget them, we ask that the citizens of this country also never forget them. Oh, I'm pretty good at usually holding my emotions in. I didn't know. I knew there was something else. I knew there was something else to that song because the writing was done so well. It seemed like 3 hidden messages inside of the song, and I just didn't want to sound like an idiot saying this. But I had no idea. I would have been wrong. I would have just said little things here and there. But this, I needed this video. Guys, thank you for pointing this out to me. I appreciate it. For all those lost, we won't forget them. And I'm glad I'm able to do this video to spread the message as much as possible to any of my viewers who have no idea about this. I'm going to do some research on my own about the Sewol Ferry, hope I'm saying that right, and do a little bit of a background check because I've never heard of this stuff. I noticed that, like, you know, in certain countries, things are kept from us. Like here in America, we don't learn much about anything else in any other country. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for like Europe. You know, you guys see what's, you know, in Europe they see stuff, but they learn it from their side. You know, Asia learns it from their side. Australia learns it from their side. Everyone's learning it from different angles. You know what I'm saying? What really happened in the world. And some stuff is kept secret. Some stuff is exposed. It's crazy the world we live in when we're all humans. We're all one race. I'm gonna start rambling, guys. Thank you so much for watching this with me. I really appreciate it. My bad. I just woke up. I guess I'm a little bit emotional when I wake up. That's a new one for me. No, but this is something that I needed to see. I needed it to explain the video that I watched. Thank you for watching this with me, guys. I love you all. To anybody who's lost somebody, I'm so sorry for your loss, but all you could do is just carry on their memory and celebrate their life. And yeah. BTS has a fan. They have a serious fan. I'm still learning about them, but after this, yeah, I'm even a bigger fan now. All right, guys, on to the next one. Thank you so much for watching with me. If you need me, guys, my Instagram is linked in the description down below. I'm always here for you. Please reach out to me if you need me. If you need someone to lean on, please hit me up. I've got your back. I truly do. I know times are weird. They're getting even weirder. Just reach out to me, okay? I'm one text message away. Do not hesitate if you need me. And I know it gets repetitive. Some people might get sick of hearing this message, but I don't care. If I catch that one person, which I've done many a times, if I catch that one person and I help out, that's what I'm here for. I don't really care about the rest. I'm here to try to help, guys. That's all I'm here for. Spread positivity and messages like this. All right, it's on to the next one. I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your week, which is almost a weekend. So have a great weekend. Stay safe. I love you all right? I really mean that shit. I love you guys. CliffBeats out.